we're going to finish up the styles for this screen in this video. One thing I was playing around with before recording this was the input styles. We actually don't need these. The input boxes actually look pretty nice as is, and when I was looking at like the changes we're going to make for this video, I saw that the one change we're really going to need to make is fine, and we really don't have to worry about any other changes with just the styles for the input. So we'll get rid of both of those. Now we are going to want to add in a style for this view tag, so we'll take out that open object that we had in there, and we'll go ahead and put in a styles input style, so we can add this to our styles object. So then down here we'll say input style, just like this. Open up that object, and inside of here we're going to add in a flex 1. We want this to cover up the given space. We want a flex direction of column. Now we talked about flex direction in a previous video. Basically it just has to do with like what where you want the flex to be like aiming at, vertically or horizontally. This system with flex is called Flexbox, and you can look up more documentation on it on the React Native website. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. It's a lot like CSS if you've ever used that. If you do go on the React Native documentation, though, they do a really good job at explaining the example of like what all the code is, and then they have like an app or a picture or a GIF or something on the side, kind of showing what it's going to be doing. So they do a really good job at explaining all that stuff. I don't really see any need to really go into super detail with this, since we're just kind of adding these styles in for this project. We're trying to get to some more important things with React Native here. So after flex direction column, we're going to say justify content, and we're going to say center. Oops, not semicolon, comma. And then the last thing we want is a margin 10, and what this is going to do is give us a little bit of margin around the sides here. Like notice the button is kind of butting up against the side. We don't really want that. We want the whole area to kind of be pushed in just slightly. You can adjust that as you need. If you feel like it needs to be a little bit more, that's fine. So now this looks really nice, right? We have our email and password set up right in the middle, and then a button sitting right here. It's looking really nice. The last thing I want to add for a style in this video is if we go up to our sign in, sign up like this, right at the text, and I'm going to say style is equal to, I want to change this. I want to change this to color white. I noticed that whenever you have buttons like this, where it's got like a nice solid color to it, the black text it doesn't jump out like you'd want it to. Like looking at this, it's not like it's blending in, but it just doesn't look like it's styled very well. If you put white in there, I think it looks a little bit clearer to see. This says sign in, sign up, and it's just cleaner. That's all. That's personal preference, though. If you wanted it to be black or some other color, go ahead and set it to that. That's perfectly up to you. All right, so we'll start diving into some of the functionality of how this works with Meteor in the next video. See you then.